Now, on April the 19th, the United States sent a naval ship towards the Korean Peninsula capable of launching missiles at North Korea, heightening an already tense situation between the two countries. Attacks as well as threat of attacks between countries have been known to send the markets reeling. On the first day of trading after the September 11th attacks, the Dow Jones plunged 7.1% in just one day. That was the third largest single day loss for the index in history. So today, at this particular time, I'd like to submit to you two ways to protect your money now if you're worried about the North Korean threats. Now, I'd like to bring your attention to two funds that can protect your money if the markets move to the downside precipitously due to any selling pressure that comes from the U.S.-North Korean conflict, which could cause the stock market to dip something to the tune of double digits. So here we go. Pay close attention. You see, the United States and North Korean relationship has been hostile for 50 years and has gotten worse in 2017 due to North Korea's repeated tests of long-range missiles. Now, the first came in February when North Korea leader Kim Jong-un tested a medium long-range ballistic missile. Then, in March, the country launched four more ballistic missiles into the Sea of Japan. 3 of those 4 came within 200 miles of Japan. Now, the United States responded by sending the USS Carl Vinson Naval Strike Group towards the Korean Peninsula on April the 19th. And since then, the North Korean media has stated that these, quote, military provocations, end quote, which also included the United States conducting bombing drills with the South Korean military, could risk the start of a nuclear conflict, aka World War III. Now, the Trump administration is weighing military operations against North Korea. And during his visit to South Korea on April the 17th, Vice President Mike Pence warned that the, quote, era of strategic patience, end quote, with North Korea is over. In an April 28th interview, President Trump said, quote, a major conflict, end quote, with the country, talking about North Korea, is indeed possible. Now, if this does happen, the U.S. stock market could drop anywhere from 5 to 10% in just one trading session. If North Korea hit one of its neighbors, there will be a panic selling on a scale that no one has ever experienced in modern time. Now, you must then be prepared by and through hedging against market volatility. Now, hedging, by its very definition, means you're engaging in protected behavior, okay? Now, some people think that means you are looking to sell everything. No, rather you are looking to put specific strategy, specific techniques, and utilize specific tools, okay, like the use of inverse funds to work as a means of you staying in the game and continue to get P.A.I.D. in spite of the game. So at this particular time, I'd like to submit to you 2 of my favorite defense investments. Defense positions and investments that you can actualize or buy to open to prepare for a market pullback before the North Korean tensions continue to escalate. Now, the 2 hedges that I'm about to give you are mutual fund Radex Inverse S&P 500 fund, trades under the symbol RYURX. That's RYURX. And its related exchange traded fund, or ETF, which is the ProShares Short S&P 500 ETF, symbol SH, which is one of our Mag 7/17 positions. Now, the Radex Inverse Fund tracks the opposite daily performance of the S&P 500, which means, for instance, a 1% decline in the S&P 500 yields a 1% gain in RYURX. I repeat, a 1% decline in the S&P 500 yields a 1% gain in RYURX. Okay? So these types of strategies, this particular position, okay, against the underlying stocks contained in the S&P 500 are called short positions. But the more liquid short investment to make is our Mag 7/17 position, Pro Shares Short S&P 500 ETF, which trades under the symbol SH. It provides us with inverse exposure to the S&P 500 stocks as well. Now, with $3 billion market cap and an average daily volume of 867,514, okay, the symbol SH is one of the most popular inverse index funds on the market, period. However, it's important to remember that these are not long-term investments, beloved. These are short-term trades. So listen to me closely and please take copious notes. If the S&P 500 rises, these funds will decline in value. They have an inverse relationship. That's why they should only be used to prepare for a brief correction in the market itself. Utilize them as trades, not investments. Okay? And although these two positions that I've just given you, okay, are indeed inverse positions, meaning they move opposite of the S&P 500, they are very important as it relates to the protection of your money in your portfolio should the market move to the downside. Now, when market uncertainty is as high as it is right now, hedging your portfolio without looking at selling your straight up stop buys is the best move you can make. Family members and listeners alike, the bottom line is this. Relationships between the United States and North Korea are arguably the most hostile that they've ever been. And with an unpredictable leader who likes to repeatedly show off his arsenal of weapons, okay, North Korea could strike a neighboring country at any moment of any day. And when you have somebody of the temperament of His Royal Highness Donald Trump as the President of the United States, you've got a recipe for disaster. And if this happens, a disastrous event, either implemented or facilitated by the young leader, an erratic leader of North Korea, or His Royal Highness Donald Trump here in the United States, if this happens, you, me, we, the ASK THE WIZ Wealth Institute family and listeners alike, as prudent traders and investors, okay, we can anticipate a panic, and not only in the U.S. markets, but the markets around the world. And to protect our money, we need to be looking at short-based funds like RY, URX, and SH that move inversely to market conditions. These short-term positions will ensure that our money won't be destroyed by North Korea's destructive actions and or the destructive actions of His Royal Highness Donald Trump.